Hey, how you guys doing tonight? It's DCW Hawks here with another action figure review. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Neca Ultimate Child's Play Chucky figure. Well, let's crack this big guy open and see what he's got inside. So here we have Charles Lee Ray out of his package. And he is a little guy. So I actually had to adjust the size of my tripod just to be able to get him to stay in focus. But where he lacks in height, he makes up for it in articulation, accessories, and just an overall fun factor. I haven't been able to put this guy down since I opened him up. So let's get right into it. First of all, I'm going to tell you, his head is a solid block of plastic. Well, he stood. But he's real top heavy. Real top heavy. Like if you don't have his feet just right, well, of course now he's not going to do it. He'll stand up perfectly every time. But usually you set him down and he just falls over, but now he's standing up pretty well, so that's good. But speaking of heads, he's got 4 of them all together. We'll get into that later though when we do the accessories. Let's do articulation first. Now on the head, it's on a ball joint, so I just pop it off there. You see a little ball. You just plug it in there. It's a lot harder to do on camera. Mad respect for all those YouTube reviewers that just do it like nothing. But anyway, sorry, I'm getting a bit of a cold. His head is on the ball joint. Goes 360 around, so you can go left, right, back. You can look back quite a bit. And forward, about that far. Arms are on the ball hinge. Go out about that far. I want to push it too far. No bicep swivel, but he's got a swivel right here at the elbow, which is cool. Swivel at the hand. He's got, yeah, there is a waist joint in there, but because of his good guy's overalls, kind of hard to really utilize that. Legs kick out about that far. Back, not very much at all. And you got this floating rubber piece for the overalls, so if you do have them going up forward, you're gonna get this little drag right there. But I mean, if you put both sides down, sit them down, see, there it is, top heavy head. Anyway, yeah, see, doesn't really hinder anything too well or too much. Anyway, back to his legs. He's got a single jointed knee. Feet rotate back about that far, forward about that far. One thing I noticed about this figure though, with Neca, they always hit like all the details, but there's not the little prints on the bottom of his feet, and those are pretty key to, well, in the first movie anyway, where you saw him walking through the flower or whatever, it had the little shoe prints in there. And he's like, but Chucky did it. Chucky did it. Yeah, Chucky did it, alright. Pushed your babysitter out the window. She fell and died. Movie freaked me out when I was a kid, man. But watching them recently with the boy, I just forgot how much I loved the Chucky movies. Kind of weird, but I like them. That gets me excited for the remake. See how well that's gonna go. Now let's go over his accessories. And this guy has got a crap ton of them. Said we had 4 heads, so let's try to go in order here. Obviously this is what the first head would be. And you have this one, angry, I'm gonna kill you Chucky head. That thing is sick looking. And it's such a good likeness to the movie. Like once the face started animating, it looks straight out of the movie. It's crazy. Next we have, I believe it's part 3, where he's fighting Andy in that what was it, that like haunted ride or whatever, and that blade comes up and slices half his face off. The gory detail on that. It's been called the pizza face Chucky, and I agree with it. I mean, it's just ugh, so brutal and gross. I love it. And then this last head, I first thought about it when I first saw the figure. I thought it would have been like the bride or seed of Chucky, but the more I look at it, it kind of looks like Curse to me. Because it doesn't really have like the stapled back hair or anything. If it does, I can't see it anywhere. But it still has the stitching in the eyes and just looks sleeker. I always thought the Curse movie face looked a lot sleeker, more modern. That's really good work. See, I don't know if you can get it to focus or not. See all the stitching. And Jennifer Tilly just stitched him right back up. She did a damn good job too. Alright, so now let's see. If we can get into the weapons, we could talk about these for days. He's got so many in this. It's crazy. You think the size of the figure gives him a lot more money to do accessories with. So first you have just a standard little baseball bat. And you have his good guy's hammer. I'll get my camera to focus here. It's not gonna do it. Come on. I'm trying, man. Oh, there you go. Closer you get. Good guy's hammer, so that's cool. He's got 3 extra hands. Oh, there he goes. Top heavy head, I'm telling you. Holding all the various weapons and accessories like hammers and stuff. Stand back up, Chucky. There we go. What's next? Oh, this giant knife. I think this was from part 3. That little dick of a head instructor at the military academy. I think this was one of his knives that he had. Thing's almost bigger than Chucky is, man. Look at that. Crazy. What else we got? Little handgun. It's always what I wondered, where did he find such a tiny handgun? I can't remember. If you remember, let me know in the comments. Try a little old butcher's knife. A little Michael Myers style here. A yardstick. To stab a teacher with and beat her that wouldn't believe you that Chucky did it. Poor Andy. Nobody ever believed Andy that Chucky did it. But, oh well. I think it's kind of cool that they included this. And I love how everything says good guys on it. That's a really nice touch. Oh, this one's pretty cool. This is a part 2, I believe, when they're in the toy factory. And he shoves that, after his hand gets cut off, he takes that knife and shoves it in there, tapes it in. You can, let me show you real quick. I think it's the left arm. Yeah, you just, oh, maybe, damn. There we go. Yeah, you get a little paint chippage there, but it's on the inside of the joint, so you couldn't even tell. You just, this is a lot harder to do on camera, I swear. Yep, there you go. And you just plug that guy in. Like, oh, look at what I got here. That's a pretty cool little detail they threw in. And you got the straight razor from part 3. That barber. I can't remember off the top of my head what he says right now, but you know, Chucky popped out of the closet or out of that little cabinet and slit his throat with this little razor right here. What a mean little doll. And then here's the knife from part 2 before he shoves it in there. So you look there, the same exact blade. Same indentations and everything, just minus a handle. Then you got his voodoo knife. Straight out of the movie. I mean, the detail these guys do are just crazy. Oh, shit, dropped it. The little voodoo markings and stuff. Great details. And oddly enough, my favorite accessory that he comes with is an actual Good Guys box. See how many times you see this in the movie all the time. Get a long package wrapped in long brown box. You know what's inside. It's a killer Chucky figure. So just get that right there. And honestly, I'm probably going to display him with this head inside that box on my shelf. Just because I think that's pretty awesome that they included that. Look, just bundle up, pile up all Chucky's accessories. Down with that. That is so many. It's crazy. Alright, well, I'm gonna get this all cleaned up, and I will be back for a quick size comparison. So Chucky looks kind of far away because I had to move him back just so I could fit the other figures in shot because he's so small, so you can actually see a size comparison. So speaking of which, we're gonna stick with the whole serial killer thing and bring in one of my favorites, Dexter Morgan. I'm not exactly sure who made this Dexter, but it's, I don't know, it's cool to have a Dexter figure, but there's like no articulation to him at all. But, you know, it is what it is. Might remake him. So, stay tuned for that, because that's going to happen in the future. And let's see, for my Neca figure of choice tonight, we are going to do my actual first Neca figure I ever got. That's right. Michael Keaton Batman. Oh, he ain't gonna stand up. He's old. Come on, Bruce. There you go. So there's a height comparison between a guy that would probably try to stop Chucky and Dexter. Batman and Dexter are a lot alike, actually, but we're not going to talk about that. But anyway, obviously you can see there's quite a bit of a height difference there. I mean, Chucky's a doll, so what do you expect? That's what it should be. But anyway, guys, that's going to wrap it up for this review. thanks again so much for the people that took time out of their day to watch this. And I hope you all have a great night. Stay tuned for pictures at the end of the video. Take it easy.